Okay, guys, so the Battlefield 2042 trailer for the third mode, Hazard Zone, has just dropped. Let's watch it together, and then I'll explain what the mode is all about, and then we'll give you our initial impressions of it. So, let's check out the trailer right now together. 3, 2, 1, go. Satellite incoming, retrieve all the data drives. So that's what we're going to be doing. A bunch of satellites are coming down from the sky,
Space?
and we all, yeah, that would be cool. There's aliens.
Yes.
In Halloween events or something like that would be cool.
Yeah. I want aliens.
All right, so
the
obviously, you know, you've got a 4-man squads, multiple squads, us versus other squads trying to retrieve this data. And that's what they're showing here. Of course, they're showing off the different specialists' abilities.
That everyone hates.
That everybody hates because you can't tell who's who in all-out war. Okay, so there's the drive right there. Here's some gameplay, actual gameplay. Every squad for themselves. That's pretty sweet.
I mean, it looks cool in the trailer, but we all know that pistol and then vehicle and do shit.
Yeah.
I would fall
So
off.
do you be careful? Do you let other people retrieve it and then you snipe the hell out of them, take their shit? That's gonna be so frustrating. We
That's
gotta
exactly
set up fucking
what I was
lines of
thinking. Is like,
fire.
all right, kill that person. Next group, watch them, kill them.
Kill them.
Wait
Then
for
next
the
person
last
kill them.
people.
Okay, here's the extraction. You gotta get on that thing.
There's no way you
Oh,
made it.
that's it? Okay. God, I hate that fucking song. Just give me the original fucking Battlefield song. It's so distorted. Okay, so I went over here to the actual website to get some details on this mode. So let me go ahead and explain some of it. It's basically like, you know, everybody's been saying, oh, it's Battle Royale, Battle Royale. There's Battle Royale elements, but it's closer to Hunt Showdown. We played Hunt Showdown.
Yes.
It's closer to Tarkov, you know, Escape from Tarkov. Also, Division, Dark Zone, if anybody remembers that. You go in, you get the loot, then you fucking extract, and you keep the loot that you extract with, right? So that you can go into further games and have loot. Only, from what I've read here on this website, it's far more basic than that. And I'm a little worried about its longevity and whether people will want to play it. So, going into the details, you're going to be versing other squads. It's going to be 32 players total on the next-gen stuff and 24 players on the last-gen stuff. So 8 teams total on the new stuff or 6 teams on the last-gen. Obviously, you want to be playing on the new-gen stuff. And then, you know, so you pick up these data drives. Well, why? Why do you want to go in and pick up the data drives? Well, if you extract with the data drive, and there's 2 extraction points during the match. The first extraction point, very low risk. You know, you get out and you get your stuff, and it's like, well, do we get a tiny bit of data and a tiny bit of currency, or do we wait to the end where everybody's going to go for it, but you'll have a lot more stuff by then? So there's a strategic choice there with 2 extraction points. But if you do extract, you can turn that data drives into dark market credits. So then you'll spend these credits before you enter a new match on various things like
equipment and
tactical upgrades. Yeah, let's see if I can find it here on this. So you retrieve. Okay, well, they don't.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
saying
think they
you got to
do have it
grind
here.
in order to be good, and if you aren't good, you'll never be as good as the people who do grind.
Well, yes and no. It's going to be annoying in that way that, yeah, you might get smashed by a team who has a ton of better tactical upgrades and loadout improvements because, as we've seen here, what can you spend it on? Well, you can have stuff like quick draw holsters, more data drive storage, biometric scanning, which spots enemies for 50% longer, faster healing 1, faster healing 2, heal 20% faster, stuff like that. So yes, there's going to be somewhat of an advantage for certain squads over other squads. Whether you like that or not is going to be up to you. But the matches are going to be short. So they're going to be, 10 to 12 minutes is when the second extraction shows up. and then everybody rushes to it. So matches are probably, 15 minutes total, something like that. And only one person will need to extract in order for the entire squad to get all of the credits and resources that they got. But so from reading all this stuff, like I said, it sounds more basic than, say, the modes that we've seen from Hunt Showdown, Escape from Tarkov, and things. Because Escape from Tarkov has, the base, and you can upgrade it. What I would like to see, and this has been mentioned by several YouTubers already that I follow, is some kind of rewards, more rewards that are more interesting. Yes, you get the rewards to go into the next match and be better, but I'd like to see stuff like customization.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, like, oh, that guy's a fucking badass because he's got that skin. It's because he's fucking extracted 15
He's got the Honey Boo Boo skin. Like, that guy's dangerous.
Yeah, people like unique stuff, like
unique
give
cosmetics.
rewards.
Free unique cosmetics.
Yeah, I was gonna
free.
say, but
okay, I don't
Or
want
buy
to
them.
see. I don't want to see the dark credits be microtransactions, or
price,
you'll be able to
maybe?
purchase. Don't you fucking do that, EA, please. And then maybe more punishment when you die, because when you don't extract, you just don't lose anything.
But what if there's boxes at the end that you could
Surprise!
unlock?
Yeah.
They would have loot in them.
Yeah,
and
loot.
then you could either use dark credits or money to open.
Oh,
and
no,
stuff
please
inside.
don't.
No,
No.
EA.
That he was joking. That's
yeah,
a joke.
Yeah, EA never do
No.
something like that.
Never do something like that. But so I want to be able to care more about playing that mode and playing the character and get more attached to my character, and then have that customization transfer over into all out war, and that might, I don't know, help. The biggest problem with Battlefield right now, when we were playing the beta, was the biggest problem.
There's a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of
There's
problems.
a lot of problems right now. We're a little worried, but I just can't fucking tell anybody. Who's who? Everybody's a fucking specialist. The same fucking specialists are running around him. You're a bad guy. I don't know. I gotta wait for your little fucking red thing to
sometimes a little
pop up
stupid
on the
blue
head.
little dot doesn't show up, so I already
I've
shot.
seen that before.
I was like, oh shit, I shot my own teammate.
Right.
'Cause
It takes a little while for it to
does.
pop up sometimes. That might
Yeah.
be the server lag or something. But that's the main
I
thing,
pulled
is
it
that
on
there's
release, man.
there's no fucking factions. And so it doesn't really feel like a meaningful meta war. It's just like,
You can't piss
it's
off
a
potential
playground.
markets, though.
It's too much of a playground, too much of a cartoon,
Yeah.
because you're not really sure. So I would love for them to implement, some kind of faction system. But what did you think of Hazard Zone? guys?
This kind of game mode, it can be incredibly fun, or it can be in the worst time possible, right? We've played games where it's really fun, and we play games where it's not in balance, it's not fun at all, and we gave up after the very first day of playing it. Now, DICE has already showed us within this version of the game that they can't balance the specialists at all, right? There's 2 specialists, there's only 2, the other 2 are useless. So if you can't get the specialists right, I don't have no faith that they can get this entire mode right to the point where, because this is clearly trying to get people to come away from Hunt, right, and other games like it.
Yeah.
I have no faith that they can make this mode balanced
Yeah,
immediately.
because
It's
each
gonna-
specialist that comes out is going to be like the meta, and then everybody
Yeah.
wants that specialist. And then not only do they have to balance it for Hazard Zone, they got to balance it
for
for
everything
All
else.
Out War
Yeah.
and for,
I want this mode, though. This is a mode that I do want to play. I think
Yeah.
we could have a lot of fun playing it if they balance it right. But the whole last version of the game Battlefield 5 was terrible. Some things about what we played, this one is terrible. So I don't have a whole lot of faith for this one yet.
Okay, so they do mention 5 to 10 minutes based upon how you, or 5 to 20 minutes. So 20 minutes is probably the longest.
5 minutes.
Here's the thing: is
In and out.
this is a minimum bare bones mode that takes from other modes that other games that have already been out there. Do they mix it in a concoction that is fun and that's worth playing repeatedly over and over? Based on the description here and never having played it, it's too hard to judge. But I do already know that players are going to expect more from this mode. So this is probably just a starting point because it's so basic. And then hopefully it will grow, like we said, with a customization, maybe a persistent base system or whatever, some kind of thing that gives you an extra reason to play it other than hey, we fucking won an extraction. You know
I
what
would
mean?
expect more than a basic version of this game. There is no single player, right? You have
Correct.
to make sure these multiplayer modes are fleshed out and feel satisfying because you're charging $60, $70
full price,
for
yeah.
a game that is only multiplayer. This needs to be fleshed out.
Right, and I agree 100%. So we'll have to see. Hazard Zone is finally revealed. You got your battle royale. Okay, you got your
It's not
Hunt
a battle
Showdown,
royale.
Escape from Tarkov mode ready to go. Division Dark Zone mode ready to go. Looking forward to it. So again, remember it's November 19th for Battlefield 2042. I'm a huge Battlefield fanboy, but I am incredibly worried after playing the beta on whether the game is ready or not. And honestly, still at this point, we're about a month away. I wouldn't mind if they, delayed it in order to get some of these things, buttery smooth and correct, especially if they're like, okay, guys, we heard your feedback on factions. We're going to create something a little bit more, unique for each side so that you know what's up. But
Wasn't there a survey sent out today asking what people thought of the specialist? Because people are assuming that's worried. It's like everyone hates the specialist.
Yeah.
What are you
about
doing?
it. Yeah,
So-
I didn't hear about it. So, I mean, they probably want to release with the specialist just to see how it goes down. I mean, they didn't do all this work and then just to change it before it releases.
It
But
wasn't that much
if
work.
the community
Doesn't
has
feel
enough,
like that much work.
if the community has enough feedback, then it can change, hopefully, to a point where, I mean, that's the whole purpose of a live service game, right? Right, EA? Right? To change along with it, or is the purpose something else? All right.
To make more money
We'll have
long
to
term.
we'll have to see, or put out unfinished things and then build on it later so that they get the money more up.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so that's our opinion on Hazard Zone. What is your opinion on the Hazard Zone mode? Are you
Let's not get
excited about it?
excited.
Do you think that it is a worthy replacement for the fact that there's no campaign, et cetera, et cetera? Okay, guys, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.